Class 10 children, as we have just begun a new chapter, chapter 11 coordinate geometry, and in my last video I have discussed formula number 1 related to distance, formula number 2 related to known ratio, and formula number 3 related to unknown ratio. So today in my next segment of formula I will today teach you the formula of midpoint. So first let us know the formula of midpoint, and then I will discuss a very similar question related to this formula. Now midpoint formula. Suppose this is a line PQ and there is a point exactly at the middle of a line PQ. Suppose think it is 10 centimeter long and this R is just at the point of 5, that means 5 5. So in that case what will be the formula? Now here I have written one thing. If R is the midpoint of the line segment PQ, think R is the midpoint of line segment PQ, then the midpoint formula is given by x equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. This x, that means we take the first value of the midpoint of the middle point, that x, and then we take first one from here and first one from here. Means when we take abscissa from here, we take abscissa from here also and here also. That means for abscissa is taken and divided by 2. And when I take y, that is ordinate, then I take second one plus second one by 2. That means this second by 2. That means very easy formula. Now you can see one example I have. Find the midpoint of lines joining -4, 3 and 6, -7. So this is a line, this is the coordinate of a line. You have to find the midpoint. You have to find the coordinate of midpoint. Now think this is line -4, 3, 6, -7. So in this line this is midpoint. So you have to find the coordinate of midpoint. This is the question, because the find the midpoint, or you can say find the coordinates of midpoint, that also we can say. Now let the midpoint be x, y. So here let the coordinates of, we have to write coordinates of, I little bit made mistake here. Let the coordinates of midpoint be x, y. That is what I have written here. Now as you know, I have to begin from the first in the middle. X is the here first number in the middle. X equal to, then I take first from both, -4 plus 6 by 2. This is my formula, as I am finding the value of x only. So it is -4 plus 6 equal to 2 by 2, that is 1. Now y equal to 3 plus, now y equal to 3 plus -7 by 2. Plus into minus, -3 minus 7 by 2 is -4 by 2, -2. So the midpoint coordinate will be x, y, and its value is 1, -2. So this was midpoint formula. Another formula, centroid of triangle. Now this is a triangle having coordinates a, b, c, vertices a, b, c. Centroid means when we take the midpoint of AB and then from the midpoint we draw a line and reach to the opposite vertex, and from midpoint of AC we go to the another just opposite vertex B, and from BC the midpoint we draw a line and go to the vertex A. In that case all three lines meet at a point. This is called centroid. So this is how to find centroid, is a formula related to that. Now if A is x1, y1, A is x1, y1, B is x2, y2, C is x3, y3 are the vertices of triangle. Okay, they are the vertices of triangle. Then the coordinate of the centroid G, this centroid G, let it be x, y, are given by x equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. That means we have to, if you take first one, then we add all three, 1 2 3, first one plus first one plus first one by 3, and if I take second y, then y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Now very same example I have done here. Find the centroid of triangle whose angular points vertices are -4, 6. So these are three vertices. So same thing I wrote here, -4, 6 here, 2, -2 here, 2, 5 here, and let the centroid be here. You have to find the coordinate of centroid. So let the centroid of triangle be x comma y. I did not draw that diagram, so we understand it is in the middle only. Now if I take x, then I have to take minus 4 plus 2 plus 2. So minus 4 plus 2 plus 2 by 3. And if you do here minus 4 plus 4, 0 by 3. Anything 0 by anything is 0. Next, when I take y equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3, then y is here, and here I have to take 6 plus minus 2 plus 5 second, and while opening the bracket 6, this becomes minus 2 plus 5 by 3, that is 9 by 3. 9 by 3 means 3 only. So my centroid of triangle is x comma y, value of x is 0, value of y is 3. 0 comma 3 is my answer. One more thing, this is not a formula, but this is one of the knowledge we should have in number 6. Suppose you know this is x axis, this is y axis, y dash, x dash. Now it is said any point at x axis, the first value is known but second value is always 0. Like I can say here is 1 comma 0, here is 2 comma 0, here is 3 comma 0, here is 4 comma 0, here minus 1 comma 0. That means second value is always 0. That means abscissa will be something, but ordinate will be always 0 in x axis. And in y axis, the abscissa is always 0 and ordinate is something. Like I can say here it is 0 comma 1, 0 comma 2, 0 comma 3, such kind of coordinates we have. And here 0 comma minus 1, 0 comma minus 2. That means first value is always 0 in y axis. So any point in x axis will be a comma 0, and any point in y axis will be 0 comma b. That means here a and b will be different values, but second value is always fixed in x axis 0, and in y axis first value is always fixed, it is 0. This knowledge we should have, and we know this because in coordinate geometry, whenever we draw any point in x axis and y axis, in x axis first value is something but second is always 0, and in y axis first is always 0 and second is something. Now one of the formula related to this particular knowledge I have done here, but it has connectivity with another formula also. I will read a question now here. The midpoint of the line segment AB in the diagram is 4 comma minus 3. Write down the coordinate of A and B. Now you see, point A has fallen on x axis, you can see x axis, and point B has fallen on y axis, and the midpoint of A and B, you see the midpoint of line segment AB is in the diagram, it is 4 comma minus 3. Midpoint means exactly in the middle. So knowledge of x axis, y axis also is there, and you should have a knowledge of midpoint formula. Now they are asking you find the coordinate of A and B. Now I wrote, just now I had told you the coordinate of A in x axis means a comma 0. That means the coordinate of A will be a comma 0. Why? Because first value is known and second value is always 0 in x axis. And let the coordinates of B be 0 comma B. Why? Because first value is always 0 in y axis and second is something. So this coordinate of B is 0 comma B, and midpoint is this. Now minus 4 comma minus 3 is the midpoint of AB. And just now I told you midpoint formula. Here is the midpoint formula. I take this x, then I add first one plus first one by 2, and when I take second, I add second one plus second one by 2. Same thing I will do here. I will say A is first, B is second, and this is middle. So this is formula of midpoint, and here in the middle when I start, this is 4. So in place of x I have to write 4. And if I take first one of A is small a plus, and first one of B is 0 and by 2. I hope you understood. X1 is here A and X2 is here 0, because first one plus first one. And when I take second, then second one plus second one. So first one plus first one. And then I can say A plus 0 is A, then A1 ja A, 4 2 ja 8. Value of A is 8. And second formula, y equal to y1 plus y2 by 2. Here y means this one, and y1 means this one, y2 means this one. So here y is minus 3. Minus 3 equal to y1, you can see here is 0, and y2 is b. So 0 plus b by 2, and I can say 0 plus b is b, and 2 3 ja, we can write minus 6. b1 ja b, b equal to minus 6. So now the coordinates of A will be A comma 0, where A is 8. So 8 comma 0, and the coordinate of B is 0 comma B, where 0 is 0 and B is minus 6. So that way the coordinates of A and B was asked. We have got the answer by having the knowledge of x-axis and y-axis, and as well having the knowledge of midpoint formula. Some more formula I will discuss here, some more questions. Calculate the distance between A 7 comma 3 and B is on the x-axis whose abscissa is 11. Now you have to find the distance between A and B. A coordinates are given, but B coordinates only abscissa is given. Ordinate is not given, means second one is not given, but B is in x-axis. That means when B is in x-axis, the second value is always 0. That means coordinate of A is 7 comma 3, but the coordinate of B will be 11 comma 0. Why? Because abscissa is 11, and 0. Why? Because B is on x-axis. Now distance formula is, yesterday only I have taught you the first formula, distance formula that I will use. Distance of AB is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square root over. Here x2 is 11, x1 is 7. 11 minus 7 whole square, and plus y2 minus y1 means this is y2, this is y1. So 0 minus 3, 0 minus 3 whole square. 11 minus 7 is 4, 4 square is 16. 0 minus 3 is minus 3 whole square is 9. And both of you add 25, root 25 means 5 answer. Okay, next. AB is a diameter of a circle with center C. If A 3, 7, find the coordinate of B. Now you can see I have drawn a circle. They are saying AB is diameter. So AB is diameter means diameter always passes through the center, and they are saying C is the center. So C is the center. That means this will be A, this will be B. And you know C is exactly at the middle of AB because it is in the middle. You know this half is called radius also. So that means this is in the middle. That means midpoint formula will come. They have not said midpoint, but knowledge, because AB is diameter and C is the center means it is the midpoint portion. So C value is given here. I wrote here. A is here. They are asking you the coordinates of B. So easy. I will write, let the coordinates of B equal to A comma B. You can write x comma y also, no problem, but I wrote A comma B. That means C is the midpoint, we know this, and midpoint formula is x equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, where you know x means this minus 2. So I wrote minus 2. x1 means first value 3, and first value of B is A. That means 3 plus A by 2. So 3 plus A will multiply with 1, 3 plus A only, and 2 2s are minus 4. A equal to minus 4 minus 3, A equal to minus 7. And second formula, you know, y equal to y1 plus y2 by 2. Y means this second value of the middle, that is 5. And when I take second, I will take second from here also and second from B also. So second from A is minus 7 and second from B is small b, here you see. So plus B. So I have to take the value of B. So minus 7 plus B 1 ja, minus 7 plus B, 2 5 ja 10. B equal to 10. Here I made mistake. It will be actually 7. I wrote 17 by mistake. So it will be 10 plus 7 equal to B equal to 17. So very interesting, children. One more question if I can discuss. Now I will discuss. Now the coordinates of B was asked. So the coordinates of B is A comma B, and A is minus 7 and B is 17. So I can write the coordinates of B is A comma B minus 7 comma 17. Now calculate the ratio in which the line joining A and B is divided by the point P x comma 3. Find x and length of AP. Now they are saying calculate the ratio. Ratio is unknown. Whenever ratio is unknown, we have a formula for that. And line is AB. You can see line is AB and is divided by the point P, and it is divided by the point P. So point P will be in the middle, not exactly in the middle, anywhere, because it is not in the midpoint. So its coordinate is x comma 3 and ratio is unknown. When ratio is unknown, we write k and 1, and when it is known, we use the formula of m1 m2. Yesterday only we have in my last video only I have discussed. Now let the ratio be k is to 1. and we have to find the value of x also. Now first let us find the, this is the formula of unknown ratio. The formula is x equal to, I take the middle one, then I do multiplication k into x2 plus 1 into x1. So this is the formula. So kx2 plus x1 by k plus 1. And one more formula is this, y equal to ky2 plus y1 by k plus 1. You might be saying, sir, why this formula is not used? Why you use this? Now I will tell you. If I use x, then I will take all the first value, first value, first value, first value. And if I take y, I will take second value, second value, second value. Here in this first value, x is unknown and k also is unknown. In the same thing, k also unknown, x also unknown, difficult to find the answer. But if I use second formula, here 3 known, here 2 known, here 6 known, all are known, only who is unknown? K is unknown. That's why I will use second formula. So by using second formula, here I got the value of k this way, and k I got as 1 by 3. Therefore the required ratio will be k is to 1, where k is 1 by 3, 1 by 3 is to 1. But this 3 will multiply with this 1, 3 1s are 3, 1 is to 3 is my answer. First answer. Calculate the ratio. My ratio is 1 is to 3. Now find the value of x. Now find the value of x. Now we can use this formula, same formula. Now k is known and this x will be known. Now you see, same formula I used here. Actually x is x only, so I wrote x as x only, and k value just now we got as 1 by 3. Don't use this value, use this k value. K is 1 by 3 and x2 is 3. You can see x2 is 3. So x2 is 3 plus x1 is minus 4. You can see x1 is minus 4. So from there, after cancellation, I got here 1 minus 4 and by 1 plus 3 by 3. And here x equal to, this is minus 3 by 4 by 3. So minus 3 into, they become reciprocal, 3 goes up, 4 comes down, 3 3s are minus 9 by 4. So value of x is known. Number 2, length of AP. Where is A? A is here. Where is P? P is here. So A is minus 4 comma 2, P is x comma 3. But x is just known now. That is minus 9 comma 4. So write the coordinates of A minus 4 comma 2 and P x comma 3, but x is minus 9 by 4 comma 3, and then use the distance formula. After using distance formula, finally we got this answer, and we can write this also answer, or with the help of root over table book, root 65 value you can put and divide, and then write the answer as in 2 decimal also, because distance maximum 2 decimal is enough and more. So this is the technique, this is distance formula, you can check nicely. Thank you children.